Hey now, Mike Shamon here, and I just want to thank you guys for checking out this video. And this is a simple one-page website made with the Divi theme. In fact, I'm going to show it to you right now. Here it is. So take a look at it. Guys, this is just an easy one-page website. It only took me about an hour and a half to make, and that's just teaching and trying to go through things and making sure you guys understand them. But part of the reason why I'm making tutorial videos is because I see people in Facebook groups and on social media and other aspects of help, and they're saying use CSS to do these changes. They're saying use CSS, which is coding. The whole point of Divi is not to code. So in these videos that I'm making, I'm not coding any. I'm using Divi 100% of the time, and I'm not using any code at all except what Divi gives you to work with already. So that's why I'm making some of these videos, and I want to show you guys how easy it is to do some of these things. I hope you like this video. I hope you like this landing page. Go to diviplanet.com to get 5 free landing pages. There's actually a bonus layout in there that I made for you guys in a previous video, and I'll actually link that video here. But it's a similar layout to this one, but it's not the website. This is just a one-page website, so it has the menu at the top and everything else. But go ahead and check it out, and I hope you enjoy the video. Thanks, guys. Hey now, Mike Shamon here, and today I'm just going to do a Divi one-page website. Just installed Divi, haven't changed WordPress or anything like that, any of those settings. If you want to go to permalinks actually, and make sure your permalinks are set up correctly, post name. Go back into Divi theme options. And if you haven't worked with Divi before, it's a great little theme. Actually, it's not really little, but it's a great theme. I'm just going to do a couple things. I'm going to go to Builder and Advanced. I'm going to enable the Classic Builder or the Classic Editor. Okay. And then let's see here. Don't worry about anything else. I'm just going to go to General and Logo. I'm going to upload my logo. Alright, let's see, we'll use this one. Alright, and you can see the size of it right here, 870 by 148. Okay, we'll also just go down here, save changes. Alright, so let's go to add a page. We'll go pages, all pages, add new, home. Alright, and use Divi Builder. And this is going to be a one-page website. Okay, I'm just going to do build from scratch, and I'm going to build all this on the front end. For right here, just so we have it, I'm just going to go to add new row, and then I'm going to go to text and do a text box, just do a check mark, and I'm going to go to template. I'm just going to go to publish, default template on that. If you do blank page, it won't show the menu, which is fine if you don't want the menu. But for this example, I'm just going to keep the menu and show you how to do links for the page inside that menu. So now that we got the home page, I'm just going to go to let's see here, appearance and menus. My home page right here. All right, my menu name is main menu. You can go to create a new menu. All right, create a new menu, and then type in main menu. And then add home page to it, and then you're going to go right down here to custom links. You can open this up, and if you don't see this, you want to go up to screen options. Okay, screen options, and make sure that your custom links tab is checked. Alright, and if you don't see anything else, make sure those are checked too. Okay, so we're going to custom link, and we're going to put a £sign there, and we're just going to call this one about in lowercase letters, and then links text is going to be about. Go to add menu. Alright, and then it's going to be about services, lowercase letters here. You want to make sure that this is all lowercase letters. Services, okay, add the menu. And then contact. Alright, add a menu. Alright, and then you want to make sure this is checked in primary menu. Okay, make sure that primary menu is checked. Okay, go to save menu. Okay, now that we got the menu in there, we can go to our home page and go to visit site and see what it looks like. Alright, so that is what it looks like right there. Now, there's a few ways that we can start doing this, but The first thing is we need to go back to our settings here and go to reading, and then we need to go to a static home page for our home page display and go to home. Okay. And then we go to save changes. Then we go back to our layout here and refresh it. And actually we will go to theme customizer first. Let's do that. Theme customizer. So let's just work our way down. General settings, site identity. You're gonna want to name your site here. Now for site icon, it says it should be 512 by 512. So let's see if I have a 512 by 512. That's in the corner. Now this is a little bit too small. It's supposed to be 512 by 512. This is only 100 by 100. And when you go to publish, you can't see it now because I have the screen. It's out of the screen, but it's now in the corner there. My icon that I just put in there. So let's go back. Layout settings. Now this is where you want to make sure that your website's wide enough. You always want to change this because 1080 is too small. You want to do the content width to 1920, and then you can change the gutter width later on. But you can also go into the rows and change the rows width and padding as well. So, and you can change all this stuff. And this stuff is going to be easier to change once we get a lot of stuff on the page, so we can break down through there. You can change the theme color there if you wanted. Typography. I always like to have my text size to 18, at least for body text. The line height, move a little bit down, 1.3 is good. Header text size, and again, once we get some text on here, we can go through this a little bit more, but you can also do it by individual modules and change the text size in there, and that's what I like to do better than this. But this is just good for a general thing. This way you don't have to go back if you wanted to add an additional page to this. Now you can just do it, you know, if you add an additional text box, the text is going to automatically be size 18 instead of size 16. So you don't have to change that every single time. Okay, so let's move on here. Let's get to the header text. I just like to do, I'll just do open sans. I think that might be the default, but I'm not 100% sure. Open sans. And this is right up here. Or this is for the headers, actually. Like I said, we'll handle most of that stuff whenever we get to the modules. I'm just going through the basics here. Okay, header navigation. Header style, default, centered in line, full screen. Alright. Let's just do default, and then I will do see primary menu bar, make full width. Okay. Then menu height. For logo max height, I like to do max height for logo. Bring down the menu height to 40. Text size, let's do 18 for the menu, and then we'll stay with the default is open sans, I believe. I just like the way that looks when it's bold. Alright, and then capital letters. Alright, and you can mess with drop down menu animations if you wanted to, but you don't need to do that now. Okay, so you want to remember these numbers: menu height and logo height. Okay. You want to go back, and you want to go to fixed navigation settings, and you want to make sure that they're the same height. So it's at 40, that's good. The text size, you want to make sure that's the same as well, unless you want it to shrink. I don't want it to shrink, I just want it to look the same. Alright, you can go back on that. Header elements, I don't like the search icon. If you want the social icons, you can do that, but I tend to leave that off. Alright, and then the secondary menu bar, again, you can adjust this to if you had a secondary menu if you wanted to. One thing I'm going to change though is the text color. Change that to just to black. Okay, and just go to publish. Okay, footer, layout. I don't really even want the footer, so make it one big thing. And then I'm not going to worry about any of that. For elements, no social icons. For the menu, no bottom bar. And it's just going to be your copyright. Alright. And bold it. Disable footer crest. Oh, disable footer crest. Alright, publish that and click out. Alright, so this is kind of thin. I can deal with that. Alright, so now we got our text module here, which we own our text. So let's just we're just gonna start off with like a little like headline there. I'm just gonna grab some dummy text. Put that in there. Alright, now what we're going to do for this section is we're going to put a background image. This is going to be okay, upload. Right now I'm going to use an overlay on that. So I'm going to go to overlay and add the color. Okay, it's going to be black overlay. Now you got to make it transparent, so you got to pull this down. Okay, and it's just to do that. And okay, so we go back to our text now, do the settings. You go to design and text, and choose your text font and the weight and the alignment and the style. And the color, and the size. Now remember, I set the width already to 1920 inside the theme customizer. Okay, the width is already set to 1920 for these inner widths. So there's a few spacing issues that we'll have to deal with, but for the most part, it's going to be fine for us to continue on without modifying it right now. If you do not change those settings, then your text is not going to be this wide. So let's do that, and let's put a little text shadow on here. Okay, that makes it stand out just a little bit more. Alright. What we'll do is we're just going to duplicate this. And actually, what we're just going to do, delete that, and then go back to settings. You want to make sure for your text line height that's also set to a lower one. And remember, we set it inside the theme customizer as well. So if you have a higher line height, you need to lower that down a little bit. Okay, so we can't actually duplicate this, but we want to make sure the spacing on this is alright. So go back to the spacing, and then just go 0 for everything. And let's just do 8 pixels top bottom for that for right now. Duplicate it. Actually, just go to new text. Okay, put it in there. Go to design and text. Again, the default font's open sans, so I don't even have to change it here. But if you didn't want that, you can change it right there. And we'll go to try it light and see how that contrasts. Make it white. Okay. Now for this one, I'm just going to size it down a little bit. Make it like that. I'm going to put it in the middle, just like that. And then now we'll put a little bit more space in between. For some reason my 3, there it is. Let's try. That looks good. Alright, and what we're going to do is we are just going to make this a little bit bigger. So if we just go to the section settings and go to the settings and spacing, the top and bottom, and start by zeroing everything out so you know where everything's at. Then just do 15%. You can see how this looks on a phone if you want. So that's all congested. We have to fix that. Okay, that looks pretty good. We'll add just a little bit more. And we can always go back and change it. Now let's save. Okay, and then we're going to create another section. You got a row. Right now, this is going to be like a little call to action. Let's see here. Let's see if I can find a background color here to use for this. I'm using the ColorZilla tool, and I'm just using a previous color that I found somewhere for that background. And for this row, I'm just going to background, making that white. Right. Now let's see if we can do a gradient on this. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to take this color that we have down the bottom there. And I don't really like that. We'll stick with black. Okay. Alright, but for right here, let's just do a little a little customized call to action. Go to row settings again, go to design, and go to border. I'm just going to go to add a border width. Let's make it 2. Alright, and then let's go to box shadow. And let's see how that looks. Let's tighten it up a little bit. Let's go to 5 and 5. Okay, and then let's make this color. Let's make it a bit darker there. Alright. And let's see this padding here. Minimize that. So if we go to design and spacing, we'll zero all this stuff out again. Same way we did the top. As you can see, it hugs there. It hugs there. So if we want it to be like floating, we just z-index it, and we can have it floating above there for a minute. But I'm just going to go to 32. Let's see how that looks. There it is. Okay. And now let's go to this button here and just add a button. This is just going to be like a pawn now. I don't know whose phenomenon that is, but it's not mine. Alright, now we will do the button alignment. Okay, and then we can style it. So if you just got a button, we'll just use a custom style. Make sure let's do our font first. Okay, it's default, so it's going to be Open Sans. So ultra bold. Actually, no, I'm just going to place this button, I think, above, right here. I think I'm just going to place it right there and use this box maybe for something else later on. But let's see here. No button icon. Alright, and then let's do. Let me just move this real fast here, right here. Right, and then we'll do white. White. Alright, and then you can do a background color. Give me black. Now what we're going to do is just take the opacity down some here. Okay. button has that box shadow on it. Alright, and then for the link, you would just put your phone number there, or you just do tell and then where the phone number is. Alright, you tell and a colon, and that's the phone number trick, and then just click it, you go save, next to Visual Builder. If you click it, it will come up as a phone number, as a click to call. Alright, for this section, what I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to do 2 rows. Let's see. Alright, so I think, actually, you know what? I think I'm going to go back to 1 row. Alright, and this is going to be just a quote. I'm going to design, text, italicize it, and then make it a little bigger. Content, and then I'll add also add quotation marks to it. Alright, I'm going to design and text again. I'll make the font weight light. Maybe I'll make the line height. A little bit more. Sizing. Background. Oh no, that's good right there. I'm going to design text that I need to there. And let's change this background here. Okay, there's like a mission statement, a nice little testimonial there. So, you know, for this testimonial, you just do this, you just do okay. I was like, oh, it's a tag, but it's a tag to the module there, so you just, you know, put a little. Okay, so now then let's go to the next section that we're on build. Let's go to new section. Regular. It's gonna be a row, and it's gonna be an image. We're gonna do it like a maybe like a founder image. Okay, so we choose this guy. Right. Check that. And then what we're doing is rows, and we'll do this type of row. Okay, so this is a little smaller. Check here and go text. Design text, and you want this to be a little bit bigger ones, maybe a little bit of short bio is a little bit more important. Alright, let's enter a title, so we'll do more text, and actually just duplicate this, go to settings, this is like the founder. And you can make different style for this if you were to put this in an H1. Okay. Then you just go back to text here, and then you would design it in H1, or you go to heading text and design H1. But I just use a regular text because that's what's easiest. But for SEO purposes and everything else, if you want titles, you know, you're gonna want to use H1 and H2 tags and stuff. So we'll increase this font size here. Okay, and then I'm just going to change the spacing on this as well. Just have 0 on top and bottom, bring everything close. So what we'll do next is add a divider. Alright, it's going to be a line. I'm going to design in line. The colors going to be, you know, match this up with whatever colors you have. Top, sizing. Like 3 pixels, and the width is going to be 50% of the width. Let's do, maybe we'll do a small one. Do 10%, okay. Go back to settings, and then we'll do spacing. I want to make sure it's 0. Top and bottom there, okay. And then we can do another duplicate text, and we'll just edit this one for right now because this is where we'll need our text to go on the way there. So if we edit and then just put in sign, spacing. There is something. Sign, text. I'm just going to do the ultra bold on this as well. Now on this one, I want to go design and line height. Put that down. Good. Maybe for the spacing. On top. Alright, that looks pretty good. And one thing I'm actually going to do is I'm just going to go over to theme customizer, save and exit. I'm just going to go to general settings, typography, body text color, I'm just going to do black. And hair text color is going to be black as well. Publish that. Hit the X. Right. So you see how that changed that color? Now I'm going to add some more text there. But it's going to be more, maybe it's this guy's bio. The founder's bio. Okay. And then let me see here. Let's go back to text and let's do the line height a little bit more. And then for this guy, let's go to design and border 3 pixels to match that line. Let's align it. Alright. Okay. That's pretty good. Maybe we'll do circle right there. Alright. Let's see what a little shadow looks like that. I don't know. I think the inner shadow actually looks the best. That wasn't bad. If you want to do an animation, you can do that right now too. With the Divi 4.0 and everything, they've got a lot more. Oh, I guess the fold's pretty cool. So if that folds, I guess, you know, let's do something else too. Like, you'd have to do all these though. But you can just do the copy the settings once you find. So there was an animation. Fold, and mess around with all that stuff. Alright, and then you just go here and go to copy animation styles, paste animation styles, paste animation styles, paste animation styles, and save that. And I have no idea how that's going to look because I usually don't do animations, but just something cool new to try. Alright, now you can adjust the spacing on this as well. But I think I kind of like the spacing as it is right there for a second. Alright, so let's go on to the next section. Maybe the next section is like, and actually this section should be above here. I'm going to do something like this. I'm just going to do a bottom divider, so I'm just going to go to divider and bottom. And actually, you know what? Let's do a divider on our, let's see if we can do a divider on our image. Design dividers, bottom. Alright, let's do. There's so many different ones to choose from. I mean, really, you can just do whatever you want, but it's like getting the right one is, you know, everyone wants to get the right one. I don't want to do that. Oh, I guess I like the slant. The slant's the classic one, you know. It's classic slant. You know, this one kind of calls you to go down, so that's pretty nice. Let's change the background color of this, then let's change it to something a little bit darker. Alright. So we'll change that, and then we'll have to do a divider on the bottom to kind of make it congruent there. That's pretty cool. go back here, go designing, and see if we can do a box shadow on this section. Oh, see, it still renders out like that. I thought it might render out the other way, but nope. That's alright. We'll just leave it like that. The founder. And if you wanted to do this box, you could do this the setting like that. You can apply it to this box maybe if you wanted to be a little bit different. But let's go on to the next section. That's our founder. Now let's do like a meet the team section or something. All right, let's duplicate that section, and then let's go to this. Which one to this guy? Let's go to design and border, and make it 0. Actually, let's stick with the rounding. Rounded is in. We can take this and move it underneath this guy. Move this. And then move this. And then, you know, whatever it is. Alright. And then he doesn't get a bio. What happens though is it goes to 3 rows maybe. Let's go 4 columns there. And we will add a top menu in here in just a second, but what we'll do is that. And before you start duplicating all this stuff, maybe you want to see how it looks on mobile. So, because if you're duplicating a lot of stuff, you want to make sure that it's in line. And we're going to go through and edit all this and at the end, because that's what I usually do, is edit all the mobile stuff at the end after you have everything in place here. So let's just duplicate this. Alright, so we got that there, duplicate it. Dupe. Alright, let's do another dupe. Alright, do another dupe. Do another dupe. Alrighty, so we got that there. And then we're just going to do dupe this. And move, dupe, move. Another dupe. Okay, grab it. Yep. Alright, trash it. Then just dupe. And dupe. And just grab one. Grab one. That was a quadruple dupe. Or triple dupe. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Alright, and then move the title. Sometimes the Divi builder can be a little bit tricky. See a little jump right there? The little jump, you just adjust something, you don't even know it. Alright, so just pull it up there. Trash it. And duplicate this one. Move it. There you go. Alright, and then for whatever reason it's got jumbled up there. There. Alrighty. So we got that part right there, meet the team. So I'm just gonna do I was gonna play accounts receivable, but it's kind of big, so let's put it. Okay. And if it is too big, then you adjust the sizing, okay, and then you can adjust the spacing and everything else. See if it's too big. So that's why I want to keep it kind of short for the job titles. You know, so it could be number 2, and front desk. Okay, and don't do that. Okay, then you can change these people out with their proper photos. That's accounts. And this guy's number 2 because you know. That guy's definitely number 2. And that's the front desk. Front desk and sales are the same guy. Okay. So save that. Alright, let's get to the next section. And actually, you know what? I didn't even do a thing here. Let me do a duplicate this. And then put it right in here. Actually, you know what I gotta do? I'm going to make a new row. New row. And I'm going to move it up. Right there. Above this row. Put this text in there. And then I'm going to put a little line in there. It's 10% line, so it's 10%. That's why it changes from. See how? Oh, well, I didn't duplicate it, but you see how this is small? It's because the width is set to 10%, and not. If you want it to be a stationary, you'd set it to like 100 pixels, and then it'd be 100 pixels everywhere. But I did 10%, and you can, like I said, you can switch that to wherever you want. I'm just gonna go to design and line alignment. In the middle, and we'll go to this text and go to text, design text, alignment in the middle. Alright, and this is just going to go to meet the team. Okay. So let's just see, we got the front. Just keep scrolling, meet the team. Alright, and you can put text bios there if you wanted to, underneath. I would just duplicate this and put it there. But I like it kind of just being, you know, this kind of brings more mystique to it and kind of like, okay. Alright, so let's go to the next section, and we kind of need like a little separator. So I'm just going to go to row, and I'm just going to go to, you see, look, one thing is you can't get this little row down here, so you just got to kind of, it's one thing about the Divi builder that they kind of would like, I would like them to revise, is that, you know, sometimes you can't get to elements depending on where your screenshot size is. Alright, so let's just go to text. Let's go to text. Check mark there. Okay, let's go to this section, settings, background. And actually we'll choose the same background color as this Okay, just threes. Background. Alright, and then let's shorten it up a little bit, go back to design and spacing. Okay, right there. And then for this text, maybe this is like a headline or something. Okay. No. Alright, design text, white. We're going to go to our ultra bold. Okay, make sure what size is text. .44. Design text. 44. Alright, and just put a little shadow on there. Let's go 0.05. There you go. Okay, and then let's go to text alignment center there. And actually, let's go to this section and go down here. And you could duplicate this and put it in between there if you wanted. But I'll probably just duplicate this section now. Actually, let's see here. Let's do a full width section with the images there. I think that's probably our next best thing we can do. Let's do this. Just go to image. Change. Let's just go to. Okay, this image is good. Actually, you know what? I didn't even mean to put that image there like that, but let's go to this one and go to text. Okay. And actually, you know what? This text is gonna be that text. Is gonna be this text. Go to duplicate. Okay. Go on down there. We'll also duplicate the text here and duplicate this line. Okay, trash that one, duplicate this one. Alright, trash that text. And what we're going to do is we're just going to go to settings on this one, go design text. Center this text, settings on here, design and sizing, and alignment in the center. Okay, and then for this we are going to trash it and go like this and go to divider. Oh, I meant to say we can change this too. I meant to change that, but we need that in a minute. Visibility none, and go design and spacing, and just go to type in 100. Alright, just go check, and that way we can at least see there's an invisible box right there. Okay, we're also going to go to this text right here, go to settings, design, and text, and let's see what it looks like centered. Okay, there's not a lot, so it can be centered. Now let's go here and go to row settings and columns, and go to this column setting and design, and you will, or actually go to content and background, and then go to image, and then you want to add the image there. Alright, and then check. Alright, so that puts you back at row settings. Then you want to go to design. Actually, just go check out of that. Alright, and now if you look at it, it's not 50-50, okay? we want it to be 50-50. So let's go back to settings. Okay, go to design and sizing, use custom gutter width. Okay, so it's touching. Equalize column heights, yes. Alright, and then that's why you want to go to max width, 1920. Alright, and then you want to go to width 100%. Row alignment and center. Go spacing 0 and 0. Alright, and then you're gonna go to section settings, design, spacing, top and bottom 0 and 0. Alright, great. So now we got ourselves 2 full width sections right here. And now what you want to do is you want to do this box right here mainly for mobile. If you just go design and spacing, you want to keep it at a high enough for mobile, because when you transform to mobile, if you don't have any spacing there, it won't show the image. So we got 250 pixels right there. That's perfect. Okay. And so let's go back to the desktop view. Now all we gotta do is figure out the spacing on this section. Since the columns are going to be equal height, we don't have to adjust anything in this section. This section is going to grow with this section. So let's go to this settings again, column, and you notice I should explain that this is the first column. Okay, this column right here is this column, and this column right here is this column. Okay, so I want to adjust the padding on this column. So I'm just going to go to column, design, and spacing. So you want it to be equal. Let's see what 64 looks like. Okay, and then try 64 on the sides. Alright, and you can also do percent. I don't really like to do percentages though. I don't know why. I just don't. I mean, I know a lot of people talk about them and like to live by them, but honestly, if you're to do 10% and then somebody views it on a huge screen and then on a small screen, it's just going to look totally different. Let's view it on a phone now. It actually looks pretty good with that spacing on a phone. So I think I'm going to stick with that spacing, 5555. Okay, it looks good right here. Our image looks fine. Okay, now there's a lot of spacing right here. Actually, I'm just going to bring it down a little bit on the top here. Design, spacing on this section. Top. Alright. There we go. We zeroed that out. There's still spacing on this section right here. If you look, if you roll over that blue, that's section spacing right there, okay? Alright, and now what we can do here is duplicate this section. Alright, we're going to duplicate, actually we don't have to duplicate, we can just pull this stuff over here. Okay, just pull it over. Then we're going to go to the box and pull it over here. All right, we're going to go to row settings, and for the first column, we're going to go to copy item styles, and we're going to paste it in the second column. Alright, and now we're going to go to check. Alright, and now what we're going to do is we're going to back up this row, go to this row, and go to the second column, and go to copy item styles. Alright, and then go back down here, go to this row, and go to this one and go to paste. Alright, check. Now we will actually have to take the background, so while you're in column 1 row, background, and background color white. Check, check. And then actually we're just going to change this to whatever. Service 1. Alright. So there's that, and actually let's change this picture so it's different. So what I'll do is I'll just go here to row settings, that setting, background, check, check, and save. Alrighty, so now that we have that in place, now I like to duplicate this one. Let's duplicate this one. Move this on down. Alright, and then just have a message here. It's a good little break. And then let's go to another section. Alright, and in this section, maybe we'll have a number countdown, circle counter. Right. Oh, and you know what? We gotta do this. We gotta do let's do that. Go add new section, regular. Alright, and then this was where we'll put the this whole row actually. Right there. Settings, elements, percent sign, design, circle. I don't want this. I just want. I think I just want number counter. That's what I want. Check, and then delete that. So let's go to settings, design, text. See this text right here? We want to add that. It's going to be ultra bold, black. And then go content and text link. So I'm going to do you know, 1536. So then here you just do right here. So you see when you edit this text right here, it's under H3. Okay. So that's just going to be the word of text. Right. And then you want to put something here like clients. And then let's do this. Let's do duplicate that. And you know, these designer guys, they always do like cups of coffee or something like that. It's like some outrageous amount, like 11,000 or something. Let's just change this around so it looks a little different. Alright, duplicate that. And I'm okay with the spacing right there. I mean, this is fine for spacing. And then 100% satisfaction goes over here as the last like bullet point. All right, we just dope that, throw that in here, and let's just do this as, you know, whatever, B92. Whatever customers, even though we already have the clients over there. Oh, number 892. I just have to change it up. Right now, remember this section goes above here. Okay, and this, we'll have to just space it out just a little bit more. Let's go with like and now what we can do right here is I want to duplicate this, pull this down. Actually, you just put that right there for a second. Let's do another row. So duplicate. Actually, just do new row. And you can just go to form. I usually don't use contact form 7 because I use gravity forms, but for this example, we can just use this form. Right, and for this, we're just going to go design and fields, and the background color is going to be white. Okay, roll down here. The font size, we're just going to increase that to 18. So like everything at 18. The line height. Okay, and then we're just going to go to field border color, if I can find it, border. Okay, 1. Okay. And then you can us. Okay, success message is, you know, email, whatever email address you want to send it to. You can work on the button design. I'll just go right up here and so go to copy module styles. Actually, let's see, design button. Copy button styles. Okay. Go back down here. Settings. Design. Button. Use custom. Let's go. Paste button styles. Actually, it didn't change, but let's see here. Let's change it up a little bit because it's on a white background anyway. That one's on a black background, but add a little shadow. Actually, just keep it just a little bit tighter. Alright, and it's going to be legible. You know what? Actually, I meant to add the shadow more to the text on the button anyway, but we'll work with both. And the background color. Actually, the background color should be we'll do the background color black and the button white. Alright, and then the text color white. There you go, and it has a border on it already. The border radius, I'm not going to do that. Border close to 1. Okay. Check that right there. Now what I need to do actually is do this services. And these come down. Alright, and then duplicate this. Alright, and then let's get a text in here. Duplicate that. Text them out. Just go to edit. And this one I just like to keep it short, like please put the form below. Some to that extent. And I just want to shorten this up a little bit. So we go setting, design, sizing. Make the width a little bit smaller here and center. Alright, go check. And I'm just gonna add some spacing too. Below that, or above this actually. Design, spacing, let's go 32, 64, looks a little better, a little more space. Alright, and actually let's add some spacing between this column too. Do padding, 64. Alright, so that's just a little simple basic website here with Divi. Now one thing we do want to do is, you know, if you want to add your social stuff, I would add it right here and do social, design, alignment, center. This is contact. Now where did that text go to? Alright, and maybe I'll just unlock these social icons. Yeah, I like them above the text actually. Maybe I'll just put them below the form. Alright, actually you could just put them on, you could do your own, a different type of footer if you wanted, but we can do that in a second. So yeah, that looks fine I think for the social icons. Maybe we'll just put a little more space on top. Alright, now we want to link to these sections. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go to this row setting. And since this is the contact section, we're just going to go to advanced. And we already set up the contact with the pound sign in front. Just go to custom or CSS ID class, CSS ID. Should be contact. Okay. Go to save. And now go to save. Okay, now go to exit Visual Builder, test. Okay, now if you go to contact, it'll go right down to contact there. Alright. Actually, I'm going to refresh. I want to see how that flip is on the front. Alright, doesn't look too bad. So we have that. Now let's go to the mobile. We're going to go back to our visual builder now, and we're going to go to the mobile. And actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to do a small copyright on the bottom there. And so, just so you guys can see, I'm just going to center it here. Just go to plus and go to text. Let's just go. I just gotta check, and actually what I want to do is just copyright logo. Copy that. Okay, then right here I'm just gonna put a little bar. And this link. Right, and now to change that link color, you just go to design, text, and you hit this little link, and you just go to link color and change it to black if you wanted. Sometimes I like making that stand out just a little bit, and if you want to underline you could, but for the copyright I'm just going to leave it there. Alright, and just go to check, and actually I'm just going to go back to settings and go to alignment, go to center. Actually, I'm going to take the text size down just a little bit since it is copyright. Some space in between. Let's try percentage. Maybe that was way too much. Alright, now let's go to the mobile. Okay. First things first, let's get this text down, design, text. And actually, you know what, I gotta link up those other buttons, so I'm gonna do that in just a second here. Okay, now let's go to the line height, text, phone, .1, okay, and then go to settings here, design, text, and line height. Phone. Oh, phone's good. Actually, it's the sizing of the I forgot the sizing of the text box here. Design, text, sizing, tablet. Fine, 85% looks good. Phone. Looks good. We'll have to change this on the tablet though, because this thing looks kind of weird on the tablet. Go back to settings, design, text, and then let's go to tablet for line height. .3 is fine. The 1.1. See, for some reason it doesn't reset on Divi, like it doesn't, like I had it at 1.3, and 1.3 is fine, but for some reason it doesn't, I don't know, you have to change it in order for it to be alright. Alright, let's go back to the phone view here. Alright, this is fine. No, the menu's fine with me. This text can be way smaller though. Design text on the phone. 18. Okay. That looks fine. That's centered. Let's see here on the tablet. Phone center check. Okay. The spacing looks good on either side. Alright, the spacing looks good. Alright. The headings look fine. Alright, we gotta fix this. Design, text. And then, let's see, was it 1.1? 1. We'll do 1 on this one. That's a different title than that one up there. So 1 on that one. Alright, and then there's our services. There's our other one. Then this one. Line height, go back to 1. Check. Our numbers look good. There's a little bit spacer there, so settings, design, spacing on the phone. Let's do 32. Go see tablet. Tablet looks fine. Check. Okay, for now our form, go settings, design, sizing, get a width, and let's see here. Alright, phone 100%, tablet 100%. Alright. And that's that. And then of course you set those in the back end of the website. So if you go back to, let's save this. Alright, so now if you go to your if you go to dashboard, actually Divi theme options. Alright, right here is where you can set your Facebook profile and your Twitter profile. You just want to throw your links right in there. Right, and you can set those up and they'll be automatically linked whenever you use that module. And I think you can also set them up in the module, but for the most part that's where you set up the social media things. Let's go back to visit the site. Alright, and enable visual builder. And one of the things you could do is that you can make these you know, follow or no follow, linking a new target or not. You can change their colors and the size if you wanted to. Text. So there's a number of different things you can do with them, but you change the links back there in the theme options. And you can change it right here if you wanted a different network there for social media. Alright, and then if the link is, it brings in the link that you have in the default editor back there. So if you want to change it, you can change it right there. But that's that, and then let's get back to the mobile to make sure everything's just tightened up on there. So pretty much looks pretty much done, and that's it. All right. All right, so oh, you know, we gotta link these other ones, about and services. Let's link about. This is gonna be about. I'm not gonna put that. I'm not gonna put about us there, but I'm just gonna put the link. So what we do is just go to section settings here, link, or no, CSS ID is gonna be about. Okay, go to check, and then for services, I'll go down here, and I'll make the services right here on this row. And then there go section. And go to advanced NID services. Right, check. Save that. And then go to Exit Visual Builder to test out your links. You go to About. And there's About. Then go to Services. And their services. All right. All right. So that's that for this layout. Hey, now I hope you enjoyed that video. I had fun making this website for you guys and showing you how to make it. I hope you can use this tutorial to get some clients, and maybe if you sell this website, if you sell this layout, don't do it under $1,000, dude. One-page website, $1,000 bucks. Hit a client up right now and sell it to them. All right, guys. Hope you got value out of the video. See you next one.